come out of the vehicle.
What for?
Let them out. Let them out. Everyone, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You have to sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Hey, what are you doing? Get in the bus.
Put the cameras down. Get on the bus. Now.
Get in the bus.
Now.
Get in the bus.
Gem hunter Guy Clutterbuck is on a mission to find mines that produce the world's most precious gems.
Look at that. That's a beauty.
He's assembled a specialist team. A digger.
If you want it done, you get an Aussie to do it, mate. If you want someone to think about it, you get a Pom to do it.
An explosives expert.
I've been blowing stuff up for 30 years.
An engineer.
You gotta use science to get the really big finds.
Come on!
And a mechanic.
I'm a grease monkey, not a miner. Just don't expect me to crawl down any holes.
While gem hunting is a business with a shady reputation,
$7,000.
Absolutely. Oh, no.
Guy plans to do things differently.
This has to be ethical, or we won't be getting involved.
He's only after small-scale mines, combining Western know-how with local knowledge.
They've mined the land for many, many years. They know how to find stone.
This is a high-stakes gem hunt.
Get the hell out of there. Move.
If we can crack it, we're going to be doing something historic. Hello, team.
Welcome to northern Zambia. You're meeting in Kitwe, an industrial town dominated by large-scale copper mining.
It looks very industrialised, so I don't know how we're really going to fit in trying to go for a small-scale mine, but I guess we'll see what happens.
There's a bus there that said mining on it. It must be quite a large mine, though, if it's got its own bosses.
In a protected zone near the copper mines, Zambia's many emerald mines. I want you to find a small, privately owned mine capable of producing some of the world's best emeralds.
Let's go, please.
Good luck and good mining.
Guy has set up a meeting with one of his oldest and most trusted contacts.
How are you?
Jacob Chizamba.
Nice to see you. Welcome.
Jacob will help the team find rare emeralds, known locally as Amish.
Amishi is a local language meaning water. Clear, clear like water.
So these can be up to $10,000 a gram?
Clear stones. It will be worth that much.
Wow.
Amish stones are the purest, with no inclusions or marks. Only a tiny fraction of all emeralds are Amish, and they're extremely valuable.
Kryptonite.
Jacob has found a small-scale mine with the potential to produce Amish emeralds.
They are still struggling with the pick and shovels and chisels, so they will need help.
Seeing a rough, uncut Amish, you know, the rarity of them is incredible, and just to hold them in your hand is pretty wild.
Jacob says it's a real rare stone to find, and we only have one mine to work, so we're really going to have to put our heads together, really going to figure out how we can get as most material out of there as possible in the few days that we're here.
The mine is 30 miles south of the town of Kitwe, on top of one of the largest emerald veins in the world. All Zambia's emerald mines are found here, in a military-protected zone.
They've got AK-47s.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Hello, sir. Give some papers.
Armed checkpoints prevent emerald smuggling out of the mining area and onto the black market.
Thank you very much, sir.
Before 18 hours, we have to be out or in.
Before 6 p.m.?
Yeah, 6 p.m., yes. Because this is a restricted area. Even if it's an emergency, you can't pass after 18 hours.
So what happens if we try and get out at 6 o'clock?
Oh, we stop.
So there's no way out at all?
There's no way out. Beware of croc, check out.
Wow.
So now we've not only got the hazard of working in a mine, but also we've got the hazard of these crocodiles around here.
So what's this here?
A communist excavator. It's broken down.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, anyone can use it. If it can be repaired, it's a plus.
The mine they're headed to is one of the last small independent ventures left in the Emerald Zone. It's surrounded by large industrial mines, some of which are waiting for an opportunity to take over smaller rivals.
Hello, this is Mr. Mshisha.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Welcome to our mine. Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
This is the village for the miners of this Mwangeri mine.
And their families?
They're keeping their families as well, 20 families.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Mr. Mshisha, not only does he have the mine to worry about, but he's also got a community of 20 families to worry about, you know, so there's a lot riding on Mr. Mshisha and whether the mine produces.
We are praying that God one day will answer our prayer. Yes. And I think now is the time.
I like that.
Can we go have a look at the mine and see what we're up against?
With my pleasure.
About 50 yards from the village, an open pit drops 30 feet in a series of steps carved into the earth.
Oh, wow.
This is it, huh?
Mashisha has commissioned a geological survey of the area. He believes it's revealed an exciting discovery.
We are sitting on the biggest vein in the country.
It comes right through here.
It comes through here.
And so you figure that we're real close to it right here.
We are right on top of the vein.
Guys, we could be onto something really good here if we put some effort in.
I'm just worried about our time.
We've been working on this pit for almost 1 year now. No machines have been used on this pit.
How far do you think we are from where the emeralds are?
2 meters.
So we have to get out 2 more meters yet.
2 meters in this stuff, that's going to take us more than the time we have.
Time constraints worry John. But Fred sees signs of quality emeralds.
This green area here, this is clay material with copper particles mixed in. And then below that, you get into a darker black area. What that is that's layered mica. Below that, it turns into a really harder material, hard rock. And that's where we'll find our emeralds. From looking at it, it looks like there's better and better signs in this corner here.
Yeah, but do we have the time to do it by hand?
We don't have any other options, so it's either this or go home.
The team's mission? Find a small-scale mine capable of producing some of the world's best emeralds. Whatever it takes.
All or nothing.
That's all we got, yeah.
I'm happy. I think we should go for it.
Okay. Let's go for it then. Let's do it.
How about this? How about we come in and help you out? We share knowledge, but whatever we find, we get first right of refusal. We get the first option to buy it.
It is done.
Is that a deal?
Yeah, it is a deal.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you. I'm really excited about our opportunity here. I think we're onto something real close. I think the emeralds are just below the surface there, and I think we can get that material out and find what we're looking for.
A little bit concerned on just how much work needs to go into it to get down to this emerald level.
All right, let's go stick our heads together, figure out what we can do tomorrow morning, and get at it, yeah?
Cool. Move.
Yeah.
All right.
Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. I think we'll get a long way.
Early to bed, early up. Get cracking, huh?
Yeah,
for sure.
It's over an hour's drive back to their base in Kitwe. But in their excitement, they've lost track of time.
Checkpoint Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
All right, mate.
Yes, good evening, how are you?
Good, mate, you?
Yes, where are you going?
Back home.
Back to the...
Kitwe.
Kitwe, yeah.
Kitwe, by this time the border has been closed. We don't allow people to come out after 18 hours.
You sure we can't get through mate?
No vehicle is supposed to pass after 18 hours. Maybe you're carrying something, maybe you're carrying some stones.
We're not carrying any stones.
We're not carrying any stones, mate.
Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
I'm from England.
England.
United States.
US.
US.
We just want to get through, mate.
No, you want to go. Come out of the vehicle.
Before.
We want to search the vehicle and search you.
Well, if we can't leave, why do you want to...
Why are you arguing with the police? Get them out. Get them out.
Sit down.
We have to sit down for.
Sit down.
Hey, what are you doing? Get out from here. Get in the bus.
Put the cameras down. Get on the bus. Now.
Get in the bus.
Now.
Get
Get in the bus. Come on, join your friends there. Sit down. First side.
In northern Zambia, the team's in trouble before they even start mining. They've missed the 6 p.m. curfew for leaving the Emerald Zone and are being detained at a security checkpoint.
Sit down here.
That's where our hotel is.
We only made a mistake.
Yes.
We're late, that's all.
Yeah. If that is a mistake you have made, you would have come ahead before 18 hours. Before 18 hours. Would have allowed you to go.
Yeah.
The guards search the vehicles and find nothing.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. Now you can go back.
All right.
Let's crossing.
Yeah, let's go.
It gets worse.
It's a bit strong, isn't it?
The team is off the hook, but they still can't leave the Emerald Zone. They have no choice but to return to the mine and sleep in the car.
Sorry for you guys. You two are fat. You'd be warm.
That's right.
Okay, seriously.
No cuddling either.
We couldn't get out.
What happened?
We got
stopped at the gate.
Searched and harassed.
They wouldn't let us out.
For now, you can come in my small house here and take a rest.
We can stay here.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is great. Thank you.
That's a relief.
Okay.
I'll be in the bush with the snakes.
Thank you.
No, there will be no snakes in the house.
Thank you.
They're only in the bush.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, mate.
Nice.
Thank you.
Rescued from a long night in the Jeep, the team joins the local miners at the fire.
We've seen quite a lot of signs for crocodiles. Is that a big problem here?
It's quite a big problem in the Kamakanga area. Crocodile usually bites people and takes out the buttocks. And eats.
This one is fat.
Right.
We are not fat.
You're not very fast at running, so we're all good.
The next morning, the team arrives at the mine early, ready to start searching for emeralds.
Morning, guys.
Hello. We want to get right on top of that right there.
Yeah?
That corner we need to clear out. That's where we want to go.
It's a 30-foot climb down to the bottom of the pit, using a series of ladders and muddy ledges.
You're gonna need a bigger ladder.
This is a really good indicator right here where you're getting into this biotite. Yeah, it looks really promising, but the problem is that we've got a little bit of digging to do. We're not there yet.
The team needs to dig down to a layer of solid rock. Millions of years ago, it was hot molten magma rising from the Earth's crust. The magma contained the element beryllium. To form emeralds, this beryllium needs to mix with other specific elements in the surrounding rock. Even then, only a precise pressure and temperature can create emeralds. That's why they're so rare.
We've got to be able to get to a point where we can't stick a shovel in the ground.
First, they need to dig through the soft mud and the black layer, known by local miners as the black snake. Then drill and detonate explosives in the hard rock beneath to expose the emeralds they hope are inside.
Fred, as usual, is just chatting about mineral formations and geology and stuff. Totally over my head, I haven't got a clue what he's on about. This is a huge, huge operation. It's really sticky, clayey, it's very wet.
No one ever loves the shovel. I think that's why they nickname it the Black Snake, because no one wants to go near it. So, there's no other way about it. You just got to take it steady, pace yourself, and just keep pushing on, mate.
2 hours of digging, and they still haven't hit the hard rock layer.
Mr. Mashisha, how much more material do you think we need to get out before we get to the emeralds?
It's a lot of overburden.
Do you think we can do it in a week?
Maybe, maybe not. If we keep on shoveling, we will get there.
So you telling him to get back to work?
Yeah, we should continue working.
It's not long before everyone starts feeling the strain.
It's got to be an easier way, man. We're trying to dig it out the way we are. It's, you know, I feel like I'm going backwards. You know, you literally see mud running back down the hill. So as much as we're putting out, it feels like that much more is coming back in. So I think we bit off a bit more than we could chew.
How's everyone feeling, man? Was it? You want a break? Water break?
I think that'd be good. We can't burn out on the first day. We need to get
I know, burn out quick.
Okay, let's hop out of here for a sec.
Thanks, mate.
Guys, man, this is definitely some hard work and some muddy work.
I didn't really think it was going to be this hard.
It's taken these guys a year to get to this point. We don't know how much further we've got to go. Are you sure we're going to do this?
If we don't try, we're definitely not going to do it.
Well, look, it's hard enough just moving the loose stuff. When it's getting down to the rock, we've got one pick between us. We can't do it with shovels.
So are you suggesting go home? I know there's potential here. I know that there's emeralds down there. It's just a matter of getting them to them. So if we quit, we definitely not going to find them.
I don't want to quit, mate, but I'm trying to be realistic here.
What other options do you see?
What about the excavator?
The one on the side of the road?
Yep.
Wasn't broken?
Isn't the reason I'm here to fix stuff?
Could you go do a quick assessment on it?
Sure.
And I mean, but don't spend all day, okay? We need you back here if it's not going to fire.
All right.
Sounds good.
Finish your waters and we'll go back to it.
Of course, Zach, you know, wanting to get out of the hole because he doesn't really like shoveling, came up with the idea of going to check out the excavator. Gets him out of the hole, stops him from bitching, you know, gets us back to work.
It looks a bit neglected, but it's not that old. It doesn't look too bad.
Zach has worked with big equipment like this during his time as a military engineer.
I can't express just how much work we could get done with this machine. It could do, in an hour, the work of 10 men in a week. I mean, it will make a massive difference to what we're doing. Bit of track missing. It's an issue, but it's not that big of an issue. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 plates missing. I did spot one of the plates over here, which looks like someone's been cooking on it. So no dice, unfortunately.
A look under the hood shows why the digger's been abandoned.
The wiring has caught fire. This is not good. That might mean that this is inoperable now. I really don't want to go back to digging.
To reach the emerald layer, the team needs to shift hundreds of tons of wet clay in just 3 days. Without an excavator, the task looks impossible.
That good for you right there?
Yeah, man. Just keep pumping on that.
The team is running out of time to find Amish emeralds in northern Zambia. Their best hope of reaching gem-bearing rock rests with Zach and a broken excavator. An engine fire has fried the wiring, making the starter inoperable. Zach tries bypassing the burnt-out cables with wires from his jump leads.
All we have to do is attach a wire to the starter solenoid and then attach another wire to the positive on the battery, and the thing will fire up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this connector off, which is for jump-starting the car. We don't need that. Feed the other end up towards the battery and go up top and finish the job off.
I'm so happy about this. We're not out of the woods yet. We've still got the tracks to sort out, and we've got to obviously make sure it operates properly. But if this is why it's been laid up, I think we've solved the problem.
But there's another problem.
Well, we've got a hydraulic leak. Made a right mess. Doesn't seem to be a split hose. I think it's just coming from the joint.
The hydraulic leak will take time to fix. Zach heads back to the mine to update the team.
All right, fellas.
What's up, Zach?
Hey, mate.
How'd it go?
Mixed results, but overall quite positive.
Well, give us a rundown, mate.
Well, it's a bit of a clunker, I'm not going to lie. It didn't start in the beginning, but I've managed to hotwire it, got a bush fix, so we've got it running. There's a bit of hydraulic fluid leaking from a couple of places. There's a bit of track missing, but I think if we can get that sorted out, we can have it up and running.
So the hydraulic, what's to go with the hydraulics, mate?
It's leaking from a couple of places. I don't know whether it just needs new seals, tightening up, or whether the joints are completely buggered. I don't know, mate. If we can get the bolts for the track and the hydraulic fluid, and it's not too big of an issue, a couple of days.
We're gonna have a couple of days, man. That's a no-go then.
I mean, I'll give you a hand. Can you guys lose me in the hole? I hate to leave you short, but...
What's the alternative, Fred?
The alternative is we keep digging. We've already made some progress.
Some progress.
Well, Fred, why don't we do this? I can head out and give him a hand. If we get it going, it's going to save us a lot of time. If we don't, we're pretty much at a loss anyways.
We're all happy with that?
Okay, but you only have today, and you better get fixed.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go, John.
All right, see you guys in a bit.
Good luck.
We'll do what we can.
After a run into town for parts, Zach and John return to the broken excavator.
So, John, if you can crack on and get the plates fitted up.
Okay.
I'll sort out the hydraulic side.
Okay.
We've got to be out by 6, don't forget.
Yeah, sun's setting.
Clock's ticking, yeah.
The risky part about this, me being here, is we lose another person out of that hole, and if this doesn't work, we kind of screwed ourselves, but it's worth taking a chance. If this gets going, one scoop's going to do basically what we did in 4 or 5 hours.
We've got a hydraulic union here. Obviously, the fluid is under immense pressure because it has to lift an enormous amount of weight. So it's critical that these are properly sealed. Even the slightest gap and the fluid will come out under massive pressure and just spray everywhere. Stop. Push it up to there, and then it'll screw it. Just hold it with your finger. What do you think?
Do that.
I mean, in truth, John, we could do with another day on this.
We don't have another day.
Dude, don't start, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, good. The thing is we've been here all day, and it doesn't seem like we've done.
Yeah, well, he's been gone all day, so it's either he's got lost, or it's not far off being able to be fixed, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the sun's going down. What are we gonna do? This feels like we're shoveling more water than we are mud or dirt, doesn't it?
It does, mate, it does.
The team needs to clear the soft soil so they can lay explosives in the rock beneath. But Zambia's wet, muddy clay is almost impossible to dig.
I think I hear him.
You reckon that's it, eh?
Yeah.
Hope so.
Hello, boy, Zach.
What do you think, fellas?
Way to go. Way to go.
Way to save the day, man.
You did a good job, man.
Thank you for solving this issue.
Oh, you happy?
I'm very, very happy.
Yeah?
That bucket is what we got out in one day, and we're going to be able to do that in just a matter of seconds. So this is really going to help. I mean, this is a savior.
The excavator works, but there's a new challenge. They need to get it to the bottom of a 30-foot pit.
So this is where we want to make the flat spot for the machine to be able to get down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then once we get that flat spot built, then we're going to build a ramp out right here.
All right. Too easy.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
We're real lucky to find it. We're lucky to get it fixed. Zach did a wonderful job.
Yeah, it's a bit of a clunker, leaks a bit of hydraulic fluid, but it's working. It's going to help us out no end. And obviously, when we leave it behind, these guys are going to get untold use out of it. So it's a massive win.
Back home, just about everything that we do in mining, you know, we'll operate machinery, that sort of stuff. It's been a little while since I've been on a excavator, so hopefully I won't let the boys down and we can actually make some money.
We got to call it.
So call it?
Well, it's damn near completely dark, and we got a long drive ahead of us. We got to get out of here, man.
A lot easier than backbreaking, isn't it?
We need to buy Zach a beer, yeah?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Okay. So Jimmy's about to finish up the ramp.
It's day 3 of the team's emerald hunt. Jimmy and Fred spend the morning completing the ramp.
The way these high walls were built is they don't have a lot of angle built into them. So he needs to be careful when he's down there at the excavator that he doesn't get too much of the weight of the machine out over the top of that wall. There's not a lot of room for you, and that wall you're sitting on is just sheer, so it's not going to support you very well, so just take it easy.
One slip, and Jimmy could roll the 20-ton excavator into the pit, while he's trapped inside.
Jimmy, the cliff. Wall's giving out.
Don't move. Just hold on. Don't move.
The pit wall has collapsed under the weight of the 20-ton excavator. Jimmy teeters on the edge.
You want to push with the bucket, and you want to use your left track forward and your right track in reverse. I think you should try to swing around, look what you got behind you, then you'll know what's going on.
Oh, man.
Let me get out of there. Okay, we need to stop and rethink this. I mean, this is undercut, so you don't want your tracks anywhere near this.
I mean, personally, what I think, I'd take this down, go down another 3 feet, drag that back up, give you a nice, solid platform. Because if you're reaching over at that angle, especially with this weak wall giving in, you're going to tip even further in.
All right, let's get on it.
All right.
After the cave-in scare, the team takes a more cautious approach. They focus on making the ramp safer.
Jimmy's just finished the ramp, so now we're ready to go back at it again. The ramp is a lot bigger than it was before, a lot flatter. He's got a lot more room to play. We're in a lot better position here, so now we're gonna see what we can get out of the bottom. Right there, go straight down.
This excavator has a reach of 30 feet and can lift up to 13 tons.
Jimmy can't really see what he's got going on down there, but with an excavator, you can kind of feel what's going on. What Jimmy's getting out is a bunch of talc, some of that green clay, and some mica. Again, all those are the telltale signs of where we need to be.
Once they expose the hard rock layer, they can blast it with explosives and hopefully uncover emeralds.
You'll be able to hear the scrape on the bucket when he hits the hard. And at this moment, we're just really trying to get as much as we can out of there.
I can't believe we wasted time with the shovels, to be honest with you. We should have got straight onto this.
That area right there, that's a half a year's worth of work.
It's incredible, isn't it? The difference a digger will make.
Good job, Zach. Okay, you get your only pat on the back for me.
For the next 3 hours, the excavator digs closer and closer to the emeralds beneath.
Fred, you got a copy, mate? We might be getting very close, mate, because it starts to bounce off the rock. That's great news, man.
I see we're right on hard. Right there. That's the mica we're looking for. So, as far down as we're gonna go with the bucket. This is the home stretch.
They need explosives to break through the hard rock.
Ideally, we'd have 40 sticks of explosives. We don't. We only have 6. So we really have to focus on where we want those to be, and we really got to design a really efficient pattern. So we're going to do 6 holes right through the center here on a diagonal kind of. Yeah, 6. We're going to kind of try to keep them tight side to side and maybe do a little V pattern on the outside. I really want to shoot just the center where everything was coming in at once. So it should just create a bunch of big fractures and big chunks.
So you're just going to try and lift it?
Trying to lift it, okay. All right. Yeah.
John drills 6 holes, matching Fred's blast pattern.
My best friend.
He inserts the explosives and attaches the fuses.
You know, anytime there's explosives involved, I get pretty excited. Fred, this is number 6, the last one.
All right, let's get out of here and shoot this, huh?
Yep.
The explosion could launch fragments of rock dangerously high. They need to make sure everyone is outside the blast zone. Team leader Guy arrives on site, just in time for the pyrotechnics.
Within less than a week, to have carved out an Olympic swimming pool and some depth is no mean achievement. All 4 of them have really put their shoulder to the wheel. And, you know, Mr. Mashish genuinely is ecstatic. He said it would have taken his crew digging by hand at least a year to get the similar amount of volume shifted.
We've gotten down to the hard stuff. We're just about to shoot it. I mean,
shoot it? What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, we're going to blast it. We've drilled some holes.
So we've got some added excitement.
Yes.
Right. Rock, yeah.
Yes.
After a quick safety briefing, Guy gets the honor of lighting the fuse.
So when you light that, we run. That's it. Let's go. This is it, boys.
Oh, fire up! Bugger me.
Crikey, Dick.
Looks good.
The controlled detonation reduces a layer of hard rock to rubble.
But we need to see what we got down there. So would you grab the excavator again?
Yeah.
Come back down, take a bunch, as much as you can out of here. We'll pile it back here and go through it and see what we got, yeah?
Okay, Fred, Jimmy, while you're doing this...
Yeah, mate.
I've got some business to do with Jacob, so
Yeah.
I'll head off now.
Yeah.
And we'll see you back at the village.
All right, we'll see you at the village then, mate.
Sounds good.
All right, is that Zach? Yeah, sure.
Emerald trading is big business in northern Zambia. Guy's taking the opportunity to cut more deals.
Jacob has put a group of miners together, so I'm going to go and have a look at the material they've got. And as a kind of thank you to Zach, I'm going to take him along and really train him up in a whistle-stop school of emeralds.
As Guy and Zach head out, the rest of the team retrieves the payload.
So you can come another meter forward.
Success depends on whether the blast reveals the emerald vein.
Sit down, we'll go through it, all right?
I mean, it's got all the indicators. It's got the fire rock. It's got the telt coming into it. We've got the green clay around it. We just got to go through it. Start digging. It should just be in here somewhere.
Is that anything?
No, it's...
Broke up.
It's like a needle in a haystack, isn't it?
While Jimmy, John, and Fred scour the pay dirt for emeralds, Guy and Zach head to a local mining town. There's more than one way to find a valuable gem.
I once met a cutter in Bangkok. He said, if you can make money out of Zambian emeralds, you can make money out of any stone because it's so complicated, as opposed to Colombian emerald or Afghan emerald, both of which tend to come in nice hexagonal prism in good crystal shape. Zambian emerald, on the other hand, very rarely does.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Yes, one of the mines.
Well, first and foremost, the first thing you look for is colour and clarity.
So it'd be difficult to fake that, wouldn't it?
Synthetics are about. I'm looking through the dichroscope to be absolutely sure that we're not messing about. If you look through that, if you hold this up to your eye, and then you move it, you see 2 squares?
Yeah, I can straight off, you can see the 2 different colours.
Is that amazing?
Yeah.
Now, a piece of glass wouldn't have any. Natural emeralds are usually more flawed than synthetic ones or glass fakes, but synthetic ones are getting harder and harder to detect, primarily because they're able to replicate the inclusions you find in a rough emerald inside the crystal itself. So, you know, you've got to have your wits about you, but this one looks good, though. Jacob, what sort of money is he talking about here?
I'm looking for $15,000.
Dollar? 15.45 is 5 carats in a gram. And it's based on the old carob seed in the markets of the Middle East. Right. There's a uniformity of weight. They all tended to weigh the same amount. 15.45 divided by 5 is just shy of 5,000 a gram. And to be honest, I think his ideas are a bit too creative. We've got to be absolutely straight with the guy, come up with a fair price so he knows that we're not messing around. We're going to offer $7,200 for this piece, which is half, but I think it's a fair price.
Yeah, so kutwala nani Minister of Mines wachita evaluate. Guy deal.
Okay. Thanks, I'm really happy.
Excellent.
The stone could fetch tens of thousands of dollars, or just hundreds. They won't know until it's cut.
You can never count your chickens with emerald. It is always a casino. I've paid them a fair price, but I don't know. Every piece is a risk.
At the mine, the team is about to discover if their back-breaking gamble has paid off.
Here we are, Zach. Let's see what news they got for us.
Hey, fellas.
Jimmy.
How are you? Good to see you, as always.
Guy and Zach return to the mine to see if the final payload contains elusive Amish emeralds.
So, how did it go in the mines?
Well, it could have gone better, to be honest.
In what respect?
Well, we got everything we could get out. We got all the material that we shot. We went through it all, and we didn't find one emerald. We're not deep enough.
The team has shifted more earth here than at any other dig, but the emeralds still elude them. They'll leave empty-handed.
We do have something. We've built tremendous goodwill, and that in Africa, and I think you'll agree, Mr. Moshisha, is everything.
The miners have done a great job for me and for the community. We didn't have a machine. They have repaired the machine. The job that they've done at the pit could have taken us 1 year. It took it 1 week. We have an arrangement with the miners. If we get the production, whether you are here or gone, you will be given priority.
So there you go.
Great.
That's nice.
That's good news. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, my friend.
It's been a rough week, but we did do some positive. We got the excavator working, we made some new friends, we set up a line for emeralds in the future. Still, I mean, I'm leaving with my pockets empty, and that really sucks.
But all is not lost.
Hey, listen, chaps, before we go, I want a quick word with you.
Guy has high hopes for the rough emerald he bought locally.
We've actually got the most beautiful emerald crystal. It was $7,200 for the piece, and I'll get it cut, polished. We could be looking at a fantastic return on that.
Guy coming through with an emerald from the market is a pick-me-up. You know, it's nice. It helps take some of that sting away from not finding an emerald. So it's a good thing. Hopefully we'll make some money off of it.
Guy has brought the cut and polished emerald to Antwerp, Belgium. He wants trusted contact and expert gem dealer Maxim van Oppems to value the stone.
Every time I look at it, I get a buzz.
Lots of color, very little inclusions, well proportioned, well cut, no polishing lines.
It's beautifully cut and polished, isn't it?
Indeed. It's very lively, very vivid, and very rare.
Good to see you, Jimmy.
Back in London, Guy's gathered the team to reveal the emerald's estimated value.
I know you're all keen. I don't want to hold you in suspense. Let's have a look at the result of the efforts. You'll remember we paid $7,200 for this piece. And this piece that resulted is an astonishing 6.55 carats and just the most amazing. But look at the life. Isn't that phenomenal?
It's amazing. Pretty. Absolutely glorious.
It's a rare Amish emerald. A gem as clear as water. Guy believes it has exceptional purity, clarity, and value.
This is a serious emerald. The value of it, no question, all day long. The minimum, I would say, is $30,000.
30 grand, it's incredible. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that it would turn out as good as that. I mean, in the rough, it just looks rough, but it's been cut so well and the stone is so clear, it's just incredible.
He came through, he saved our asses on this one, and we didn't really lose, so, you know, he did a good job.
We have some further good news. I just received a phone call from Mr. Mashisha, who tells me the vein they were working is most certainly producing, so we should be seeing a lot more Amish material.
That's wonderful. That's great news. Nice.
So we're going turbo. We're going turbo on Emerald.
So we really did help them out by moving that mine?
Really helped them out.
Yeah.
You saved him at least a year's work.
We've just been told that they're on a vein and they're producing, so I think we can really hold our heads up high.
When we got them to the point where they're on top of a big emerald vein, that's a big win for us. And so not only will it help him